What's going on, guys? Another video with the night crew, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be actually saying our top 5 mods that you can do first to your Ram 1500. So without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, so my first mod that I did to this truck was a leveling kit, and then the second mod I did was my wheels. Well, first off, the leveling kit was just a 2.5 inch, same as yours. What was it?
Is it Rough Country or BDS?
I don't remember what brand it was, but it's just a coilover kit.
Oh, yeah.
No pucks or anything, just new coilovers.
And that's what mine is. Mine's a 2.5 inch Rough Country coilover kit.
And then after that, I did the leveling kit. I put the wheels on. I started off with 20x10 fuels on some 33 inch Nitto ridge grapplers, and then I got rid of those and put on some 22x12 Archon off-road wheels on some 33 inch Katani mud hogs.
I had those too. They're loud, but they do look nice.
They are very loud, but they look good and they ride good. Now the ridge grapplers, they are very quiet. They rode good. I just didn't have them long enough to know the life on them. So, but they were good.
My number one, the first thing I think I did to my truck, what did we do? We did, because I just got my truck, a month and a half ago?
The very first thing you did was
It had to be subs, yeah. Subs, and we put my subs in. That's what I do. We both do it pretty much within the first week or two, because, you know, you're in your truck, you're driving, you know, you want to, it just feels a lot better in the truck when you're driving around. You can, you know, subs just make your whole riding experience.
It just sounds a whole lot better. It doesn't have to be super loud. It just sounds better.
Anything, really anything. We're both running right now. We both have kicker comps, 12s, 2 of them under the seat.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my third. The third thing I did was subs. I did have 15s because I had them in my Charger. They're in the trunk, and just having them sit in the seat, I didn't care for, so I had to downgrade to 12s. I don't know if there's a box out there for 15s underneath the seats. So if there is one, let us know, because I'll upgrade to 15s again. But so we both have kicker comp 12s. He has a Fox box, which
the Fox acoustic box. It is probably the best box that I know of. That it's an under the seat box. You do lose your cup holders because the box is so big and you have to put spacers in it and all this other stuff.
Yeah, for the seat, so because it's so thick and it's ported, so it does sound better than mine. Mine's just a sealed, just regular 12.
I think it's Q-Bomb.
Yeah, Q-Bomb. That's the brand.
It ain't bad. Like, it's just, I mean, it's just, you can push a lot more with less power, I guess, because you get more airflow in there, and the airflow is pretty much everything when it comes to subs.
Yeah, that video I did over my subs was when I installed it. That I still had the 15s. I haven't shown the 12s that I got, but in his video, he still has the same setup. Don't think he's gonna change.
I love my setup.
Maybe a different brand 12 eventually.
Yeah, eventually I would really like to go to, you know, JL or what's that other one, Sundown.
Yeah,
one or the other. I mean, that's just a big upgrade though. I mean, you gotta, once you start upgrading your subs, you gotta start upgrading your amp, and you just gotta make sure they work together, because some things don't work. Some things, you know, you gotta have a dual channel, something. We run mono block, but it's just really depends on the kind you have and what you do. But my second thing, I got leveling kit put on my truck. Got my 2.5 inch Rough Country leveling kit, and with that I had my 20x12 Moto Metal, my Moto Metals, and my 35 inch fuels put on.
Yeah, I need to get 35s. It does make a difference.
Yeah, all that's with no rub. There's no rub at all, no trimming, none of that. With the Rams, you know, you can tuck 35s on a leveling kit with no rub.
Yeah, because they had the round wheelhouse like GM. They have the square, so it's kind of harder.
It's a lot harder to actually tuck really anything. Like,
so that does benefit you a lot having the round. I think Ford has the round, so it's
also good too. But I know a few people that's got the GM style where they got a leveling kit, and even with just 33s,
it still rubs.
It still rubs bad, and you still got to trim a lot. It's just, I mean, that's just benefits of going with a Ram, I guess. I would say.
You going to your third?
My number 3. I guess I got the lighting. Yeah, the interior lights, exterior lights, all that. Really, yeah, that's my number 3 right there. The lighting, like when you get into a truck and you see the LED bulb, it just makes it the feel of the truck a lot better, I feel, versus like a halogen bulb. And with that, you know, like the LED headlights, that makes the biggest difference.
It feels a lot cleaner, and it is brighter. So that's what I actually have right there. That was
those ones that came with mine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a very simple install. We actually have a video with that. That's one we just posted.
Yeah, we just posted
that one.
It makes the feel of your truck so much better.
So that's also, I guess you could include, is your rock lights.
My rock lights, yeah. Rock lights are just, they don't really do much for me. I mean, unless you're really off-roading at night all the time. They're just honestly they just look cool.
It's just a cool appearance mod is what that one was. So.
Riding around town cruising, got those on. You got your whole bottom side lit up.
I mean, that could be your 4th. Or
nah.
Include that with your lighting, I guess. So that'd be your 3rd. So my 4th is, I have the Hemi in my truck, so it has to be the exhaust. Sounds really good. All I did was a muffler delete. So I have a local shop right down the road, and they charge $30 to cut off the muffler and weld up the new pipe. I paid for the pipe, which is $30 for that piping, and then $30 for him to actually do the labor. So $60, fairly cheap mod, and it sounds really good.
Makes the biggest difference, because in my last truck I had a Hemi, and that was right before I got my leveling kit and rims, tires, all that put on. And I mean, it's so quiet. You don't realize how quiet a Hemi is with the muffler on versus whenever, like, the easiest thing to take off. And another thing is, what do people say? Something about back pressure whenever you cut your muffler. They say that when you cut the muffler off, it creates false back pressure. And I ran that for probably 8-9 months, and nothing ever popped up. Never missed a beat with anything.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with mine.
The only issue is whenever you get that, your gas mileage goes down.
Yeah, because you're wanting to hear it more.
Yeah, once you start hearing it, it's...
Right now we're sitting in mine, and it's just at idle, and it's not really loud. You can hear it. It's not loud, but when you get on it, you'll hear it. So it's...
we kept our resonators.
Yeah, I kept the resonators.
Resonators, all they do is just...
I'm not touching the cats, so the cats are going to stay, so...
Yeah, resonators just take the drone part of it. Because I've never experienced drone, but I've heard that it's one of the most annoying things in a vehicle.
Yeah. I guess your 4th?
My 4th, probably headlights and tail lights, third brake light, all that. I don't know if you count that under lighting. I feel like it's something completely different, because I'm just talking about bulbs with the lighting.
You're talking about like interior lighting and stuff. So.
Yeah. Headlights, taillights. Like we have a video, and it's my headlights. It's the 5th gen style, and when you crank it up, there's something about it that
the appearance just looks so much better. They're pretty expensive, but they're worth it.
I think mine were they were $500. And I mean, that sounds really expensive, but once you get into like the Morimotos, all that, that's north of $1,000. And with these, it came with an HID kit, which they're super bright. I am happy with it. And I think I haven't put any tail lights. I think we just smoked.
That's what my last first truck we smoked.
Yeah, we smoked them.
I haven't done anything. Your tail lights, all we did was switch out the bulbs themselves, so that was your lighting. So.
Yeah, but smoking it out, it's super easy. I don't know if you want to smoke yours out. We can probably.
I think I'm gonna get LEDs.
Yeah.
Like the whole new housing.
Whole new housing. Well, I guess we could smoke. Well, just let us guys, let us know in the comments if y'all want to see us smoke them out. We can show y'all a whole video over it. It's really one of the simplest things.
Yeah, it's very
all you
simple.
need is it's like a rattle can. I think it's called Nightshade, and it's probably about 20 minutes, and you're done. And it's not like it drowns out the whole thing. It's legal. It's just you just can't like coat it completely all over it.
It depends on how many coats you put on how dark you want it.
2 coats, and it was like
it was like 2 or 3, and it was like just like a light smoke, and it really made a difference. It looked better.
Yeah, when you got black badges, all that, it just makes it look cleaner. And like the third brake light, that's another thing. That's probably what I think I paid like $20, and even with mine, I don't plan on smoking out my taillights, but it's a black third brake. I just don't like seeing that bright red on. I don't care what color it is on the top. If you get a black third brake light, it just makes everything look cleaner from the back, I feel like.
Another thing with your third brake light is the cargo light. Whenever you press the button to turn on the cargo light, when you upgrade it to the LEDs, it is so much brighter. Like at night, if you need to see in your bed or anything, if you don't have bed lights, that cargo light is very helpful. It's extremely bright compared to the stock. So that's you were talking about the badges. That's another thing. Not one of my 5, I guess, but it's just another thing that you can do. It's a very simple mod. He ordered some off of eBay, and we do have a video. It's a little short clip.
That was on my first
fishing line and a heat gun. It peels right off. Use some goof off or whatever adhesive remover you want to use. Wipe it clean, and then just stick the new one on there. I used it's a rattle can with the plasti dip.
Yeah.
And I just taped it off. We don't have a video over that, but it's super simple. You just tape off what you're wanting to black out, and you just.
Oh, so you didn't actually take yours off?
No, I just taped around it.
See, I thought you took yours, because he lived up in Indiana for a little while, so he did all this up there. But I thought you actually took it off. Like
I would have just got new badges if I was
you were just trying to do it the easiest way, huh?
Yeah, I was just trying
I thought you took it off, but like the 3M tape, the double-sided, and put it on the back, and then plexi dipped them, and then put it back on. I was like, man, why would you go through all that instead of just spending $5 on some new badges? That's probably one of the cheapest, easiest mods you can do.
I know we only said 5, but just another little appearance mod is your antenna. Like I just got one of those bullet antennas.
Or like even the little stubbies that are it's like $5-10, and it's
just a simple appearance mod. Makes it look 10 times better, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could probably do with about probably $150. You can make your truck look completely different, and a lot of people don't realize that you can like badges, antenna, even new bulbs. I mean, third brake light. That's those 4 things. That's probably $150, and it would completely change a whole lot on your vehicle.
Yeah, I was gonna say my 5th would be the exterior lighting, which I haven't done yet. Hopefully that'll come pretty soon. We'll put some videos out on it. So I plan on doing headlights, fog lights, tail lights, license plate lights, the
whole
third brake light, just everything exterior lighting, maybe possibly rock lighting on mine. I'm not sure yet, but I also need, like I said earlier, talking about the exterior, I need 35s.
Oh yeah,
I need 35s.
Yeah, the big jump. That's a big jump from it don't sound like a big jump, but whenever it gets on your vehicle, the jump from 33s to 35s, it fills the wheel well so much more, and you're gonna be like, man, how did I even run 33s?
Well, I guess another one we can add is if you have like a base model truck, like a Tradesman, or it doesn't have to be Ram. We just focus on Ram because this is what we have.
Yeah,
but if you have a base
Rams.
model truck, aftermarket radios, like we did the Tesla radio, it was pretty sweet.
It was. I loved it. Like when I first got it, because I went from the stockest of stock to that, and it just.
Yeah, that first truck you had was a Tradesman. It wasn't even a touchscreen radio. It didn't have a backup camera.
It didn't have anything.
It was just stock. And that just made a huge difference on the interior. You wouldn't think that just that radio would make a huge difference on like even the appearance, but it did. So,
and it looked so clean whenever you put it on. That's what I liked about it. It was sleek. It looked like it was meant to be there.
We attempted earlier to put it in this truck, but we found out that
the screen is shot somewhere along the line.
He had totaled that truck last year, and it sat in the
record yard.
Yeah, the record yard for a couple
3 days, and my windshield was smashed.
And it was raining, so. But we did a video on explaining the wiring. So it didn't affect the wiring. So we showed you that it's plug and play, but you'll see that video.
Right before this one, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Another thing that I want to say is, if your truck, or any vehicle for that matter, does not have a backup camera, that is something that will change the way you even do everything.
Yeah, like we were saying, his first truck didn't even have a backup camera. What we did was he got a aftermarket backup camera for his mirror.
Yeah, my rear view mirror. I got a whole new rear view mirror. It was like $200.
It was a new tailgate handle that had the camera, so all you had to do was replace that handle, run the wire all the way up to the camera in the mirror.
And that was really easy. We did it ourselves, and it's just the hardest part was
it's just time consuming is what it is.
Yeah, because you got to run all the wires through the tailgate, up under the vehicle, all that. But the hardest part was like,
most mods are time consuming though. So
yeah, a lot of people don't realize, like, even if you go watch our time lapse video while we're doing the rock lights, you'll see the sun. I think we started at like 6 o'clock, and by the time we finished it was like 10 o'clock, and you don't realize, but while we're laying under that truck, it's just like the sun will go down, and then you'll see us start bringing out the flashlights because we can't see anything.
Yeah. It was only a 20-second video because it was time lapse.
And you just see everything get dark, and we're just like, oh man, we thought this was going to take an hour, and now we're 4 hours in. It's just...
Yeah, we always tell ourselves, hey, this is only going to take 30 minutes. This is only going to take an hour.
We just get off work. Oh yeah, this is only going to be like a 30-minute video.
Just like us expecting that Tesla radio to work in this truck, and I was like, oh, it's going to be 30 minutes, maybe an hour. We spent like 3 hours just trying to figure out what's wrong, and then we were just thinking it's probably fried
it probably got soaked because it was pouring the day after I totaled it, and it was like the day before Thanksgiving, so record yard was closed. Black Friday, record yard was closed, so I had to get up at like 6 o'clock to go to the record yard just to take my radio out. And that's literally, I took my radio out because I already had all my subs and everything out, because that was the easiest part. But I had to get all my tools to go get all the radio out, and I was so mad.
I guess another mod that we haven't started yet, but we will get it out there to y'all, is your Starlight kit.
Oh yeah.
So that's for the headliner. That's each individual bulb. There's what you got. You have the 800 little tiny bulbs that's gonna go in the headliner. Like you'll see them in Rolls Royce and stuff. I know a lot of people are doing them now, and they're just.
Honestly, it's not that it's hard. Like if you go watch videos about it, it's not hard. It's just so time consuming.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
And that's not something we would ever do as a first mod. No. That's never something you want to do. Like the complicated stuff, you want to get all the easiest, cheapest stuff out of the way first, because if you're gonna save up to get to that point to where you can get that, why not just get like a bunch of cheaper stuff and make it feel so much better? Oh, that's another thing. Like that's got to be in my top 5. This right here, the tint of your truck.
Yes, tint. I didn't even think about that.
That's got to be in the top 5 because
mine came from the dealership like this though. So
yeah, mine came from dealership. It's got to be, what do you think it is? 5%.
5% in the back window. That's dark.
Yeah, I can't really like. The only thing I can see out of my back glass whenever I'm driving down the road is headlights. I ain't seeing nothing through the back glass at night. Nothing out the back windows. I think it's probably 15. It's not legal on the front because it's dark as all get out on the front, but it's not as bad as the back.
Yeah, we're in Texas. The state of Texas, back windows you can have as dark as you want.
As dark as you want.
But the front windows, they have to be.
I think it's 25. Yeah. But you know, and then the what is it? The eyebrow.
The brow, yeah. That one. You wouldn't think that it's that helpful, but it really is, even though it's just a thin brow.
That's another thing I want to do. I want to do my whole front glass and like 50%, because whenever you look at it from the outside in, you can't see anything on the inside. It just looks like sleek. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it, but if you look it up, they look sleek, and it helps with like the climate, I guess, where it's not as hot on the inside.
It also protects your interior, like just tint in general. It helps protect your.
They also sell the clear for the front glass that if you want to get it, you can get it.
It's kind of off topic, but I saw this video of this guy who had some kind of Subaru car, but he made it look like Lightning McQueen. But anyways, he actually had the eyes, but it was like tint. It was like red and had the eyeballs, and you can't see anything from the outside, but he actually showed the video from the inside, and you can see clearly. It's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, it affects your inside view a little bit, but not enough to actually, if you get 50%, because 50% is not dark enough to where you can actually tell, but 50% on the outside makes it just where it all looks like the same color, and you can't tell if there's an eyebrow or anything. It just looks dark. You got anything else?
I mean, I have future mods that I want to do, but they're just more like complicated, not cheap mods, like, you know,
car seat. I mean,
like interior, or just I want to do a complete interior swap, but like a cheap mod that you could do temporarily is you could do seat covers or.
Yeah, like I had the Carhartt seat covers.
Yeah, those are
like $200, but
I mean, Walmart sells them for $20.
Yeah, if you really want to. I mean, you could even, can't you unzip these and take the exterior off and just put like leather seat covers on it?
That's pretty complex, but yeah, you can. That's another option. And what else? I was about to.
I'm trying to think of any more things. We do a lot of things though. Even when we say like we're just one more mod and we're gonna be done.
Running boards.
That is, I have running boards on mine, but they're not like the fancy one. They're just the stock ones. Like you want what do you want? The amp steps?
The amp research that when you open the door it folds down.
That's another thing that would be
pretty pricey, but it's worth it whenever, you know, when my truck sits a little higher, even though it's on a leveling kit, you wouldn't think there's that high, but it's a jump to get in. So if you have like a 4-inch, 6-inch, 10-inch, you're gonna want some running boards, and I think the amp research looks the best because whenever you shut the doors and they fold up,
it's like it's not even there.
Yeah,
that's what I like. I've got mine on just because I'm 6'7", but I mean, so I can get in very easily. But my girlfriend's 5'2", so it's kind of like she needs a little bit of help sometimes getting. I'm sure your girlfriend does too, or your wife.
Yeah, she's like 5'0", and so her trying to get up in here is just—it's
a big jump.
Yeah.
Another thing. What's another thing we should do? Oh, you want the full center console in here?
Yeah, I have.
You already talked about that. You got the flip up.
It just flips up as the middle seat. I want he has a.
I had a Lone Star. I have a Lone Star. My last one was a big one.
So it has a full middle console. That's something I want. Another benefit of that is it has a deeper middle console. So if I could do that, I want one of those. There's a safe that you can put in there. It bolts to the bottom, and then you shut the safe and then lock it. So I mean, you can't remove the safe unless you open it and unbolt it. So that's another mod. It's something that you could do, but nothing I could do in this. But
shoot, I only got it because I like the little storage thing right here. Yeah. That's just all I like. I just like throwing my drinks down in there.
But it's not that bad.
It's just little things, you know. Anytime you get a vehicle, though, like little things, you'll be like, oh, one more thing. And then you get everything done, and you're like,
yeah, you start figuring.
Like me, I got everything done with my truck, and then I was like, man, that Starlight kit looks pretty good, though.
Yeah.
And now, well, when we get a couple days off, we're going to be able to actually put it in and show y'all. I got the black suede.
Yeah,
we're going to put that on. Starlight.
Yeah, that was going to take a while. We're going to need a couple days off.
At least 2 days back to back. I guess that's about it, huh?
That's everything I can think of. I mean, it's pretty long video right now, so I mean we've already went past our 5.
That's what happens when you start talking about trucks, man. You just get to go, and it just never ends. There's never ending possibilities. You make it how you want it. Like, honestly, like, I never thought I would like chrome. Like, I hated chrome. I've always hated chrome. But seeing my truck with the chrome door handles, I was like,
yeah, it looks good with yours.
I was like,
you got
man.
the chrome grill. Your wheels are milled, so they kind of accent the chrome.
And then my headlights have the chrome where the projectors are, and I'm like, man, if I made all that black, I'd just mess up my chrome. Like, chrome wouldn't match my door handles. It don't make any sense.
The color theme that I have going is I have the Express.
Black and blue.
Yeah, I have the Express model, so mine's all color matched blue. So I like that. So I'm trying to keep that theme, black and blue.
And the only thing you have to really upgrade is like your interior. That's
Yeah.
like really the biggest upgrade that he can make is his interior. Getting the full center console, nice seats, all that.
Yeah, that's really all I have left is like my exterior lighting. That definitely needs to happen soon, and then interior eventually. Yeah, that's about it with my truck. Besides the amp steps.
But going back to it, like we said, anytime you can do like the littlest, smallest mods that don't cost too much and it makes a big difference, why not do it before like your big stuff, like your expensive stuff? I think if you get like all the smaller stuff knocked out, makes your whole ride experience better, do it.
Yeah, there are some you don't have to do the coilover like we were saying at the beginning of the video. That's
just for ride quality.
It's a little more pricier than the pucks, but the pucks, I had the pucks on I had an older Dodge.
Second gen.
I mean, it still rode pretty good, but it was just a cheaper option, and it changes the appearance.
It's like $60 versus like $250. That's like, if you got the money, the coilover's definitely better, but the pucks are definitely a cheaper alternative, and you can always take them out and put the coilovers in later.
And then like wheels and tires, there's so many different options. There's
22s, 24s, 20s. I got 20s. You got 22s. I wish I had 22s. 22s and 35s.
Just so many different brands to choose from. So many just different sizes, styles, and
it's really all up to you.
Yeah, it's your personal preference, how much you want to spend, how much you can spend. Just like another simple mod like we were talking about was the exhaust. You can go with aftermarket exhaust. Like I had a Flowmaster on that Dodge, and it sounded really good. And this truck, I just did a simpler muffler delete, so just a straight pipe from the cats into the resonators. The resonators are still there. And like you said, just a super cheap one that you wouldn't think has like a major appearance change is the decals.
Oh yeah, badges. It's really easy. Like
if you don't like it, because mine came with chrome, and I just blacked them out, so it really made a difference. And then the antenna, you wouldn't think.
No, it just changes. People see it and they're like, huh, and then they start looking at everything else. It's like, huh, that's pretty nice. It just all has to matter to do with your theme. Everybody's got their own theme. You can make it however you want it. That's the way vehicles work.
And like he was saying about his headlights, like he spent, which honestly he really didn't even spend that much compared to like other headlights out there. But you can go cheaper, like Amazon, eBay. They have some for like 200, less than 200.
Yeah, and mine are projectors with HIDs, so you could get like the stock looking ones, but are blacked out, smoked out. It looks good. You can get that for probably what, $100?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. And then like you said, like the taillights, you can either go really expensive if you want to, like I see people with
5th gen style,
and it's like a super complicated wiring harness, because it actually is like the 5th gen.
You got to go through every little thing.
It's like people who do the front end clips to make their 4th gen a 5th gen in a way.
And you can go from that. You
could do that. Yeah, like
or you could just smoke them out for $15. Yeah, I mean, it's just really up to you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't really have anything else. We kind of just going in circles of,
but everything we got.
Yeah.
I mean, well, with all that said, thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it this far, shoot it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, get down there and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.